tell me, hey, I suck at rock, paper, scissors, and a lot of people tell me raffle tickets hate me, so we're going to try and make it fair for everybody as much as possible. Yes, thank you guys for coming. This is our ASIN panel. If you guys can see on our screen, we've got a lovely little hashtag, SecaiASIN. So if you got Twitter, jump on Twitter and post stuff about what we're talking about. Because we like when people post on Twitter using our handy dandy hashtag. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. If I can figure out how to use PowerPoint. There we go. So, introduction. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. My name is Frances Delgado. I am the brand manager and official dog lover for Sekai Project. And yes, as the tagline says, I am your everyday real life Maru. Except not the perfect part when she goes out to school. I'm just like the piece of shit hamster throughout the whole time. I'm like that half of Umaru. And then we have next to me this lovely lady.
I'm Nicole Mejias. I'm the public relations manager, and that quote, if you know anything about wrestling, then you know where that's from.
Yes, Nicole is our wrestling aficionado at the office, definitely anytime anything wrestling's coming up, she's just gone off in her own world, and we're all like, what, okay, there's stuff
like
wrestling going on.
Everyone else is like, are you speaking another language? Because I can't even understand you.
So, about Sekai Project, how many here know about Sekai Project already?
Good.
Awesome,
Good.
Awesome. How many people are brand new babies walking into a Sekai Project panel for the first time? Okay, awesome. We're going to teach you guys a little bit about ourselves. To everybody else, you already know the spiel. So who we are Sekai Project, and we're just like you guys. We're fans, and we just wanted to bring the stuff from all over the world back to the West. We have a major focus on stuff from Asia, but definitely we've got titles from, developers in Argentina. We've got Thailand, China, Korea, UK, like all over the world. So we're just trying to bring cool stuff to you guys. Here we go. Yes. That being said, our company vision, we've got a high goal. One we believe in like wholeheartedly. We really want to make sure that we're doing the best that we can. We try and work with a lot of different artists, musicians, writers, programmers, again, from all over the world. And we really want to have them focused on doing what they do best, which is creating awesome content, and have them not have to focus about the marketing and the publishing and all the boring back end stuff that they don't want to have to do. Let's just have them focus on their stuff. Speaking of which, if you guys like merch, we got some merch. Now we've got a handy dandy online store that you guys can go to at sekaiproject.com/shop, and you can buy stuff there. So I know not everybody can always go to the events that we are at. We're going to be at Anime Expo coming up, so we'll have a lot more stuff there. We've also got a crap ton of stuff at our booth here, so if you guys not stopped by, we're at booth 402 in the exhibit hall. You'll definitely want to check us out. Stuff that we have on our website, Necopar goods. Oh hey, guess what? All of this is sold out at our booth, so you gotta go on the website to buy those. Or we've got stuff from Fault. Those are all available on our website. We didn't bring any Fault stuff with us this weekend. We've got a lot of stuff. If you guys are fans of Lunatic Joker, who did all the artwork for one of our newest titles, Project Lux, that he's got like a whole bunch of doujins at the booth, and he's doing autograph sessions, which they're amazing. He has been taking his time with everybody, and it's been really awesome. If you guys like Love Live, I have an example of one of the books here that he brought. Let me take this Post-it note off. There we go. And it's real beautiful art. So stop by, pick up one of those. They're only $10, and then get it autographed because he is fantastic. Okay, so let's get into why you guys are here. You guys want to find out about our new announcements, things that we are going to be bringing to you guys soon. So here's the first one that I've got. brand new title, never before announced, and it is a new title called Void. Void is the newest visual novel project from a developer called Vith Floor. They're the creators of Just Desserts, another title that we've previously published. The story synopsis. Okay, I'm getting to my story synopsis. Oh, I destroyed the babies. The babies. It's a train wreck. I'm sorry. The poor babies. I'm gonna hold on to them so that they don't fall anymore. Okay, so here's my voice. In a journey of revenge, you better be ready to dig 2 graves. That's a thought that kept lingering in Arthur Wood's head as he continued his journey of finding the killer of his girlfriend, the mysterious organization called the Syndicate. Yeah, I just ruined that last part. It was super cool, and then I just butchered it right there. He worked as one of their assassins. He received his orders from cutouts and anonymous letters and killed people, no questions asked. He threw away what morality and humanity he has left for his desire of vengeance, while trying to unravel the elusive organization in order to see his true target. Arthur Woods is the mastermind, the author of his pain and misery, and he will not stop, even if it kills him. But one day, C.L. Blanchett, an M16 agent, came. When Arthur saw that Seal brought along Julie Ross, a vigilante in tow, he knew that the Syndicate was not what he thought it was. And so, we've got some character profiles. So here's Arthur Woods. He's 25 years old, 180 centimeters. I don't know anything about the metric system, so I'm going to assume he's like 3 feet tall. Blood type O, which I don't know anything about blood types, so I'm going to assume that O stands for like, oh my God, he's so awesome. His description, he's a dead man walking, trained by an SAS veteran, hired by the Syndicate as a gun for hire. He spent the last few years going after his girlfriend's murderer, yet every clue he has leads to a dead end. Every step he took led him astray. One thing for sure, the one that gave the order is in the ranks of the Syndicate, and he's not stopping until he finds the one responsible. And then we've got C.L. Blanchett, who is a field agent at 22. And how the heck do you get to be a field agent for M16 or MI6 at 22? I have no idea. But she's got to be super smart and awesome. And she's 160 centimeters, so she's 2 foot tall. Blood type A-, so she didn't get A+
She's
yet.
only a little awesome.
She's only a little awesome. She could have gotten an A+, but she didn't really try that hard in blood type class. Genius level intellect. So that's why she's 22 and a field agent, because she's super smart. She's trained in close quarter combat and espionage. Innocent look that will fool anyone to think that she's just a harmless girl. Unwavering loyalty to her country and organization for the greater good. Willingness to do what's necessary in order to complete her objective. Truly the definition of a field agent. And she's cute. Adorable red bow tie. Here's Julie Ross, the vigilante. She's 26, 175 centimeters, so 8 feet tall. Blood type is B-, so she definitely didn't study in blood class. She's got psychotic tendencies, so she might be more like the crazy Yandere type. Violent cocktail of hand-to-hand combat prowess mixed with psychotic tendencies. Ooh. An exercise in excessive violence veiled behind the mask of justice. Her hatred for men is just the icing on the cake. Use caution when interacting with her, and definitely do not piss her off. And then we've got Leon Cardoza. This is Arthur's best friend. He's also 25, 182 centimeters, so he's 75 feet tall. A+ blood type. So see, he studied.
He's more awesome.
He's the one who studied the hardest in blood type class. You can tell definitely I went to medical school. A face from the past. Don't let his playboy appearance and his charisma fool you. He's a gentle and kind man inside. At one point, he and Hannah filled Arthur's life with joy. To him, they were family, even though he and Arthur never really talked about their personal life, for good reasons. And then I've got a trailer. Figure out how to play it. Supposed to come up. There we go. We did it. What? So
The sound was okay.
the
now
sound
it's
was
not.
perfect before.
Yeah, go back into your system settings. Did you unplug for me?
You need me to unplug for a minute? Sorry guys, we're gonna fix
Did you
it.
unplug from it?
I did not.
Nope, you have to change that.
What do I,
Click on that.
Playback devices. Here we go.
what do I play? What am I pushing?
Playback devices.
Playback devices?
Yeah,
These speakers?
yep.
And headset default.
See if this works. Nope.
You got a headset default. You can select it. There you go.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I can take that default.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Sometimes doing this.
Oh, okay. Are you awake now?
There we go. Yeah.
Better than coffee.
There we go. Now we're prepared. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, the rest is just music. So yes, Void coming soon. As you guys could have figured out, this is a serious story-driven VN. But here's a cool point. I don't know if you guys noticed any kind of familiarity with the artwork. The main illustrator is, I'm going to butcher this name, Kariedon, and he's took major part in doing a lot of illustration for Fate Grand Order. So if you guys are fans of Fate Grand Order, you'll notice that there's some familiar looking art style and artwork there. So yes, Void is coming soon, hoping for later this summer. So yes, check that out. Next, we're going to talk about Eternal Hour. Recently we just announced this, but we really wanted to touch base on it because it's super cool. So Eternal Hour, it starts off as a slice of life game about the daily life of average yet interesting boy Yasu Fujimoto. Yasu has a pretty peaceful youth living with his aunts, but it's all slowly changing as Yasu and his friends are closing in on the end of their high school life. Yasu fears that he's at the end of his running out of time, and he feels suffocating pressure made by his own decision and lack of achievements in his life so far. The Climbers Club is a long-running tradition for Yasu and his friends. Katashi, and the leader of the club, plans a little celebration for their graduation. He challenges the club to climb the ancient stone monolith of Epoch Tower. At the top of the Rocky Mountain, Yasu will find a moment of peace as he tastes his real-life achievement, as he tastes his first real achievement of his life. But soon after, he will also notice a figure. A hiss will distract him from his face. In a moment of clarity, Yasu will realize the face is very familiar, but it's also the last thing Yasu wants to see. It's his own face. Yasu will rush to get down, but he will slip and fall from the mountain. When he wakes up, he will discover that he has an ability, a power that he won't be able to understand, but will soon learn to accept. It's time travel. He'll figure out how to time travel. We'll go over a little bit about some of the characters. So there's Hikaru Tsukino, and she's Yasu's first love. She's a sweet girl, likes to volunteer over the kids at the orphanage. She's like super innocent and real sweet. She can be like ditzy and gullible, and it's totally obvious that she wants his bones. Then we've got Naoko Ueda. She's the nerdy childhood friend. She's the geeky type. She's got good grades. She likes romance stories. She's always quick to come up with a good solution if there's a situation that arises. And she's shy, but she's still a good friend, and she tries to keep her cool, even though sometimes she'll be dragging along things that she doesn't want to do. You have Tamiko Takenaka. I should have tried to pronounce these beforehand and memorize that. I apologize, I'm bad at pronouncing things. This girl is the most popular girl in school. She's the top athlete. She's got a black belt in martial arts, gold medal. She can kick your butt, but she's super cute. And then you have Mai Wakahisa, and she's the super idol. She's a beautiful pop idol that rose to fame with her sweet voice and brilliant image. And then we wanted to go ahead and show you this. This is an example of how the game is going, some gameplay footage, and it's animated with live 2D. So you can see her hair's moving, she's blinking, she's super cute. We'll play that again. I think she's holding what looks like a necklace, but I was confused at first because it just kind of dripped down into this white right here. And I was just like, oh, she's spilling glue all over herself.
Yeah, glue.
Glue.
Some kind of necklace.
Some kind of glue. So here's the trailer. Yes, that was Eternal Hour, and currently it's in Kickstarter. The developers are running the Kickstarter themselves. We're definitely trying to help them push to get to their goal. I just looked it up, and they are almost there. They have a goal of 7,000 euros, so that's 7,845, and they're at 7,391. So they are seriously almost there with still 22 days to go, so this is totally going to get funded. So please go ahead, head to Kickstarter. If you go to sekaiproject.com/eternalhour, it'll take you directly to the Kickstarter. That way you guys can pledge. Any bit of support always helps these guys. We do a lot of Kickstarters, I know, but it's us trying to help the developers to bring these games out, and they're running it themselves, so definitely funds are going directly to them, so you really, really want to help them out. And then also, this was announced last night, if anybody follows our newsletters, Eternal Hour is also coming to Denpasoft, so there's going to be an 18+ version, so that's another reason that you'll want to jump in and head to Kickstarter and pledge for that. Okay, so I've got another cool announcement. Now this is a title that we technically already announced before, so this is a really good update. This means that finally we get to tell you guys things that are coming out about this title, and I'm sure you're all going to be real excited. Hoshimemo! Finally, Hoshimemo Hoshizori no Memoria is finally coming out. Let's show you guys the opening in case anybody's not familiar. Yes, so that is Hoshizori no Memoria, also known as Hoshimomo. And the big announcement we have is that yes, it is coming out soon, but we are giving you guys an opportunity to get awesome limited goods, exclusive only to Kickstarter. So we are actually going to be launching this Kickstarter. And I have a question really quickly. Who here's really, really excited for Hoshimomo? Like a me, oh my god, I'm so excited, I want to see like the crazy excitement as possible. You're the most excited. Okay, come up here. You're gonna do something fun with me. You're going to click the button and launch our Kickstarter.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh my God. Take my money already. Yeah.
Yay! Oh, hold on. You gotta push one more button. There's two. It's a two-step process. Now you gotta push it again. Launch project now. What?
What happened?
Oh, it says we apologize. Looks like something's gone wrong. Come on, Kickstarter. Work with me.
Not like this.
No. I thought my
Wait a
problem
second.
would be an internet. Oh no, I went up! Yay! Okay, so all you gotta do is head to sekaiproject.com/Hoshimomo and you will get to pledge and get some awesome limited goods. Let me show you guys really quickly. Let's exit out of here. There you go. Here is, let's exit out of that menu. So, we're going to bring Hoshizori no Memoria to the west. We've got a goal of 45,000, and see, everybody's already jumping on it. And let's get to some of the cool goodies that you guys can get. So, there's going to be a physical limited edition box set. There's going to be pledges for Shikishi. So let's go through the pledges first. So like there's the deluxe box set. It'll get you the game, the physical OST, along with all of the digital copies. There'll be a Steam and a Dempasoft version. Then there's going to be a t-shirt set where you can get all of that plus a t-shirt, and then a Shikishi set, which is all of that plus the Shikishi. Then there's going to be a poster set, which is all of the previous plus the poster, and so on and so forth, with like a tapestry, and then a docky, and then we're going to have like a whole bunch of designs for the dockies. And then the last one is for $1,000. You can get custom artwork from the character designer, so you definitely would want to jump on that if you got $2,000 handy. It's a limited of 2, so jump on that right now because I know you guys are excited. Let me show you guys the other really cool thing that we want to mention. There's a stretch goal for 75,000, and if we hit that, we are going to make the fan disc as well for Eternal Heart. So that's definitely something you guys are going to want to check out. You're going to definitely want to push for, so we can bring the fan disc that has never been released in the West to the West, because you definitely want that. Yes, of course. So again, head to, let's pull this back up. Current slide. SaiGuyProject.com/HoshiMemo, and go ahead and pledge. And then if you guys follow us online, we mentioned that we're going to be giving away some pins. So what it is that we're going to be giving away pins at our booth today. So stop by booth 402. They are HoshiMemo pins that I made, and they're amazing. And you will get them if you pledge to the Kickstarter. And you can pledge as low as $1 and still get this awesome pin. So even if you guys just pledge $1 to get a pin, that would be super awesome. So please help make HoshiMemo and the Kickstarter, what's the word? The stretch goal a reality, so we can make it. We really want to bring it to
You can get more stuff. The more you pledge, the more stuff you get.
Yes.
If you want that fan disc, just please support this campaign.
Yes, and tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your aunt, tell your cousins, tell your grandpa.
Tell everybody.
Tell everybody. It'll be amazing. And I know, another Saigai Project Kickstarter, but we're trying to bring you guys physical goods, and physical goods are really hard to make they're hard to make. So Kickstarter is the best way that we can be able to do that. So next, we wanted to talk to you guys about Relord. Relord is a new title that we just announced last night during our Depasoft panel. I'm going to give you guys the description right here. So let's do my fun description voice again. In a fantasy world where magic is... See, I ruined it again. This is why I'm never going to be a voice actor. They'd fire me on the spot. It's okay. In a fantasy world where magic exists, the demon realm faced an unprecedented danger. 3 witches of disasters appeared and invaded the demon country of Saarland. Due to the recent peaceful times, Saarland lacked the skills to protect the territory of Grosen. Recognizing the witches' overwhelming powers, such as the ability to change the form of others, they surrendered the territory to them. Half a year later, the majority of the townspeople in Grosen had been turned into dolls. Wilfred decided to take back the land from the witches, and he possesses the only ability to defeat them. His appendages. This is my example of appendage, because I don't got one, so that should give you the idea. Yeah. Relord, it's a fun new title that's coming. It's not just a visual novel. It is also a fun and innovative map building type gameplay. So you're gonna go through the story. You're gonna get like these puzzle pieces that you can kind of put on the game board, and you can kind of like go through there, and you can defeat bad guys. And then it's a clicker style battle sequence with different effects and abilities. Their clothes come off. So, there'll be some battle damage. It'll be pretty fun. As we mentioned, there's an 18+ version coming out to Depasoft. This version is going to be the all ages version on Steam. So not all their clothes will come off, but you could get the clothes coming off version through Depasoft. Yeah, go to Depasoft too. So yes, Relord is coming soon, so please stay tuned for that. And then next we have another really big announcement for us. This is something that I know you've been very excited about. This has been your brainchild. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay, so I've been playing visual novels for a long time, but Otome games and BL games are really, really hard to come by. I mean, my first Otome game was Hakuoki on the PSP. Does anyone even remember the PSP? Yeah, right? It's like an ancient machine now. So yeah, Hakuoki on the PSP, I played it, loved it, beat it, and I'm like, okay, I want more. But there wasn't anymore. It wasn't until, I think, a year later then Axis put out Sweet Fuse, played that, beat it, love it as well. Still no more. There's just no games for this kind of market. And slowly as time went on, we began seeing like a bit more of those games, but still, it's not enough to fill the void that, people like me who like visual novels, yes, but we also like games like Otome games and BL games. And we just don't have the volume to fill that void. So it got us to thinking, why can't we publish these games? And thus, a new brand is born, Maiden Voyage, a brand specifically for Otome games and BL games. And this right here is our very cute mascot. Her name is Kairi, and she was designed by Lunatic Joker.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's the guest of honor at the con who is drawing all this amazing artwork that you guys should totally come check out because he's having an autograph session right after this panel, and then you're going to want to get stuff signed because he's an amazing artist.
Yes, for sure. I
So
mean,
what's
look at her cute coat.
So what's the theme that we're going for her right now?
The sea. So we're setting off into a sea of men, right? And she's our cute captain.
Yes, and then because we love puns, it's also, so Maiden Voyage is our maiden voyage into Otome games, but also it's a maiden on a voyage.
Get it?
Yeah. So it works out. And
Yeah.
so we've got our first official title to announce under Maiden Voyage.
And this one is called The Bells Chimes for Gold. Now, this was previously on Indiegogo, but it wasn't really successful. But because it's such a unique title, we talked to the developer and we're publishing this as our first game. Here we have our main character, Maria. She is a plain Jane who works as a herbalist. Her talent for item synthesis rakes in a lot of dough. But just when she finally saves up enough money to get married to her master, he just dumps her for her pretty friend. And I mean, she's really pretty already. She's really cute, Megane. So he tells her, oh, with talent like yours, I'm sure you can just buy yourself a man if it came to it. So she decides, okay, fine. I'll freaking show you. I'll do it. So what future will await her? If she can make enough money to get married, it's going to be a very happy ending. So, I mean, all of these guys that you see here, you can buy one of them, okay? And they're all troubled in their own ways. Like, there's a swordsman that used to be really skilled at his craft, but now all he does is drink. Then there's that cute elf over there that he gets taken advantage of so often. He helps out people, but then people screw him out of the deal. And he's like, oh well, but I like helping people anyway. So he ends up broke all of the time. But all of these men are troubled, and when she buys one of them, she's like, oh, I'm going to help make their lives better as well. So she's not the typical